Okay, in this video I want to cover the grip. This is the most important fundamental of the golf swing because it's our only attachment to the club. And the grip is what controls the club face at impact. So we want to achieve what we call a neutral to slightly strong grip in order for us to have a better chance at achieving a square club face at impact. What most people tend to do is just hold the club any which way they feel like it, and I've seen some really strange and funky grips out there over time. And whenever a student comes to me and they have a funny grip like that, I always ask them, have you ever seen a PGA Tour player hold a club that way? And their answer is no, and I always reply, don't you think we should imitate the best in the business? So there's a reason why, you know, the PGA Tour players have grips that are all pretty similar. Now there are a few players that might have a pretty strong grip, like Freddie Couples. He gets that left hand over there quite a bit. You will almost never see a PGA Tour player with a weak grip where if they're a right-handed player, their hands are rotated too far over to the left, but you will see some that have slightly stronger grips than other players. Okay, so here are the basics of the grip. With your left hand, and if you're a right-handed player, this is how you want to do it. Left-handed players, just start with your right hand. With your left hand, I want you to put the hand on the club so that your left thumb points down the club shaft down between 1 and 2 o'clock, if you visualize the clock down there. And I also want to see these top two knuckles. If I'm standing straight in front of you looking at your grip, I want to be able to see these top two knuckles. And I don't mind seeing the third knuckle a little bit. What I don't want to see is a grip where the thumb is straight down the shaft and I only see one knuckle. Okay, so I want to see at least those top two knuckles. I want the thumb down between 1 and 2 o'clock, and I want that V formed by the thumb and your forefinger pointed between your right cheek and your right shoulder. Okay, then with the right hand we simply place the right thumb pad over top of the left, and then the right thumb is going to be aligned at about 11 o'clock down the shaft, and the V formed by my right thumb and my right forefinger is going to be pointed between my right cheek and my right shoulder. So those two V's formed by each hand are going to be parallel, okay? And then I want this trigger knuckle here, as if you're pulling the trigger of a gun. I want that knuckle right beside the thumb. So in other words, I don't want this knuckle underneath the grip. I want it off to the side, okay? Now there's 3 different variations of a grip that you can employ. You can go with the 10 finger or a baseball grip. You can go with the overlap grip where the right pinky is over top the left 4 knuckle, or an interlocking grip. The interlocking grip is what Tiger and Jack Nicklaus have always used. So whichever one is comfortable. The most common grip among the PGA Tour players is the overlap, or what is also known as the Barden grip. Okay, so you want to make sure that you get the grip basics very solid and make that fundamentally sound, because this is what will allow you to achieve greater consistency in the long run. Okay, if you have a grip that's too strong where the hands are rotated to the right too much and the right hand is underneath the club, the tendency is for the club face to be closed at impact. That's going to cause you to hook the ball. If you have the hands rotated over to the left too much, the tendency is that the club face will be open at impact, and that's going to cause you to slice the ball. So we want to have a more neutral grip that allows you to have the club face square at impact more consistently without you having to manipulate the hands in any way, shape, or form. Work on that grip at home. It's a good idea to get in front of a mirror to work on it. Perfect the grip at home so that you don't have to worry about fidgeting with it out on the golf course or when you're on the driving range. Work on that grip, master the fundamentals of the grip, and you're going to become a much better golfer.